Happy New Year from 95X Cares. It's our community animal rescue effort. I am Dixon, joined by Jenny. How are you? How are your holidays?
I'm doing all right. Happy New Year to you. And holidays were good. How were yours?
Low key, which is the best thing ever. I can't.
I was gonna say that kind of sounds nice. I'm here for it. But I'm really grateful that we're into this new year. I'm ready to see what 2024 has in store and just kind of ready just to kind of get out the gate on a good foot. I don't know about you.
First few days have been all right, and there's still no snow on the ground, so I'm not going to complain about anything.
I actually was thinking about that earlier and I was like, I really feel like Dixon kind of like jinxed us this year because this has been a really like bizarrely warm year. And I'm sure that a lot of dog parents are pretty bummed because it's been super muddy.
Yeah, I mean we've shampooed our rugs a few times since
Yeah,
November.
I bet.
I'll take that over, being stuck in the house for days on it because there's
All
just
right. To
snow,
each their own.
right? So we got a beautiful dog this week. Her name is Elena, and the ears alone, like if the ears don't get you, the rest of the dog's not going to. She's beautiful, 5 years. Husky and Border Collie mix, which wow, probably the
That
best dog ever.
screams energy to me.
Yeah,
Like like this is going to be a dog for a very active family, but she is absolutely gorgeous. She kind of looks, if you're a fan of like Game of Thrones, like she's looking like maybe Jon Snow's like other dog that he has that they didn't, put on the television for us. But regardless, Elena is absolutely stunning. This is one of those dogs that once again, like people are just like, oh, like they never have this type of dog, or they only have pit bulls and they only have like nah, guys, like that's definitely not the case. Like, check out your local shelters, especially if there is like a particular style dog or a look that you're after, or you want like a super active dog because you're into like hiking and doing a bunch of outdoorsy things. Elena's waiting, and she's literally perfect for that.
yeah. Filled with love, and just smart beyond any level that you're going to be able to comprehend. So just know that going in, this dog is as smart, if not smarter than you. Um,
Probably smarter.
probably. And she hasn't been cat tested yet, and she's very dog selective. And so far, she doesn't get along with female dogs. So it's definitely a situation where if you have a dog at home and it happens to be male, regardless, you're gonna have to do some testing between the two animals. But chances are, if
Absolutely.
you're a female dog, it's probably not gonna work. That mentality always seems to be pretty common.
Right. And I think that it's worthwhile to make sure that we say too that whenever you are adopting a dog, you're always going to have to do like a dog test to make sure that things are going to jive well in your house. And like dog selective truly just means that like I don't particularly want to be friends with every dog, and some dogs I like. And in her case, she likes her male friends. She's not really fond of other females. That's fine. There's a lot of girls like that too. Uh, but truly, like you're gonna have to dog test regardless of the dog that you adopt because they want to make sure that whenever they send a dog home, that it's going to be the perfect fit for your house to make sure that you're not returning that dog. So don't be like put off by hearing like, oh, dog selective. It's really manageable, guys. Like I've had multiple dogs that have been dog selective, and it's not like a huge burden upon us. Um, so I think that it's worthwhile to throw out there that just because she doesn't want to be friends with everybody doesn't mean that it's going to be a hard fit for your house. And perhaps she's good with cats, right? Because some dogs are just like, nah, I don't want female dog friends, but I'm fine with cats. So uh, open your hearts, open your homes, and maybe she's going to be the perfect fit for you.
Yeah, and again, we say dog selective. Think about like us as humans, right? Like I don't
Mhm.
love being around like super loud people, right? So like I'm human selective. It's the same thing, right? Like it's like scenario. And Elena's at the Oswego City Animal Shelter. That information is on the screen now. So reach out. Now, Jenny, I'm not really super familiar with the Oswego City Shelter. I think this is the first time we featured them. So
That's
I'm
it.
assuming it's the same process, right? Like there's an application and
Mhm.
vet you, and then you get to do the testing.
Absolutely. So it's going to be the same exact process because all of our city shelters, all of our like smaller foster style shelters, everybody just wants to make sure that when a dog goes home, it's going to be the best fit. So they're going to make sure that they call your references, make sure that you have a vet on board that you have utilized, that you're taking proper care of any animals that you have had currently or in the past. And they're going to maybe call some references and be like, hey, is this going to work? Because we're not going to continue to put these dogs in like a negative situation. Because a lot of the dogs, again, we're burdened. We have so many different shelters that are just overflowing with all these animals lately, and they don't want like returns. They want to make sure that once a dog goes home, that is their forever home. So be ready for those phone calls and to fill out that application to make sure that it is the best fit. But otherwise, yes, Oswego City Animal Shelter is going to be where Elena is hanging out, and she is waiting for somebody just to come scoop her up and give her the rest of the best of her life.
Absolutely. At 5, she's got a long life ahead of her. So,
Yes.
information is on the screen. Go ahead, give that number a call and process started and see if you can make Elena the best part of the first part of your 2020.
I like it.
Well, I appreciate you. It's great seeing you again, and we'll see you next week with another adoptable pet. Jenny, thank you again so much. I can't do this without you.
All right. Well, I have something in store, I think, for next week. So I'm really excited about it, and I will chat with you then.
Only way to find out is to tune in. We'll be back next week with 95X Cares, our community animal rescue effort for 95X.